In the rolling hills of Malibu, where the Pacific Ocean meets the Californian sun, lives a woman whose life reads like a Hollywood script, filled with dramatic twists, intense drama, and moments of profound vulnerability. Katharine Ross, an actress whose performances have captivated audiences for decades, faced a scene no scriptwriter could imagine, being attacked by her own daughter. But who is Katharine Ross beyond the silver screen's glow? From iconic roles to personal turmoil, this story delves deep into the life of an actress who has survived more than just the pitfalls of fame. Who is Katharine Ross? Katharine Ross's story begins in Hollywood's golden age, imbued with dreams and dramatic scenes, both on-screen and off. Born on January 29, 1940 in Hollywood, California, Ross was destined to grace the silver screen. Her early years were marked by frequent moves, reflecting a restless spirit that would later define her career. From a young age, Katharine exhibited a passion for acting, inspired by the vivid storytelling that only cinema could offer. Her journey into the heart of Hollywood began at Santa Rosa Junior College, where she first dipped her toes into acting. However, it wasn't until she transferred to San Francisco State University that her path became clear. There, Katharine plunged into the world of theater, honing her craft with a fervor that mirrored the method acting wave sweeping through the arts. Katharine's early career was a mosaic of minor roles and fleeting appearances. She debuted in television roles that were often uncredited, a common start for many who later rose to fame. These parts, though small, were crucial in sculpting her on-screen persona and her ability to convey deep emotions with subtlety and grace. The real breakthrough for Ross came with her role in The Graduate, 1967, a film that not only challenged societal norms, but also catapulted her into stardom. Her portrayal of Elaine Robinson, a young woman caught in a complex web of seduction and confusion, showcased her ability to embody characters who are both vulnerable and compelling. The film's success was a testament to Katharine's talent, earning her an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actress. This role set the stage for a series of successful films, including Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, 1969, and The Stepford Wives, 1975. Each character she played added layers to her evolving image as an actress capable of navigating complex roles with ease and emotional depth. Off-screen, Katharine's life was equally eventful. Known for her beauty and poise, she became a symbol of the modern woman in Hollywood, navigating the highs and lows of fame with a quiet strength. Yet, beneath the surface, there were brewing personal challenges that would later come to light, marking her narrative as one of resilience and survival. An iconic career. Katharine Ross's breakthrough role in The Graduate, 1967, significantly shaped her career trajectory, but it was her continuous selection of diverse and impactful roles that cemented her status in Hollywood. After The Graduate, she starred in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, 1969, a film that became a classic of the Western genre and showcased Ross's ability to hold her own alongside stars like Paul Newman and Robert Redford. Following this, Ross took on a significant role in The Stepford Wives, 1975, a film that explored themes of feminism and autonomy, contrasting significantly with the traditional roles offered to women at the time. Her portrayal of Joanna Eberhardt, who unravels the eerie secrets of her seemingly perfect suburban town, was critically acclaimed for its depth and intensity. Her work in Tell Them Willie Boy Is Here, 1969, further demonstrated her versatility. In this film, she played Lola, a Native American woman navigating the complexities of love and injustice, a role that won her a BAFTA for Best Actress. This performance was noted for its sensitivity and nuanced understanding of the cultural tensions within the story. During the 1970s and 1980s, Ross appeared in a variety of genres, showing her adaptability. She starred in Voyage of the Damned, 1976, a historical drama based on the tragic 1939 voyage of Jewish refugees fleeing Nazi Germany. Her role involved a deep emotional engagement with the historical context, adding another layer to her diverse career portfolio. Ross's television appearances also added to her body of work, with roles in TV films like The Shadow Riders, 1982, and Murder in Texas, 1981, where she continued to portray strong female leads. These roles often drew on her ability to express complex emotional narratives, maintaining her appeal across different media platforms. Throughout her career, Ross has been recognized with several nominations and awards. Apart from her Academy Award nomination for The Graduate, she has been nominated for several Golden Globe Awards, underlining her recognition within the industry as a talented and versatile actress. Her selection of roles that often challenged societal norms and pushed for deeper narratives around female characters made a lasting impact on the industry. Personal life and marriages. Katharine Ross's personal life, particularly her relationships and marriages, has been as eventful as her career. Her first marriage was to Joel Fabiani, an actor she met during her early days in the industry. The marriage, however, was short-lived, lasting from 1960 to 1962, reflecting the challenges of maintaining personal relationships in the bustling Hollywood scene. Her second marriage was to John Marion in 1964, a union that similarly ended quickly in 1967. The brevity of these relationships may have been influenced by her rising fame and the pressures associated with her growing career. The constant public scrutiny and demanding schedules of a Hollywood actress added layers of complexity to maintaining private relationships. In 1969, Ross married Conrad Hall after they met on the set of Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, where Hall worked as a cinematographer. Their marriage lasted until 1973 and was a significant period in her life, intersecting with one of her peak professional eras. Hall's career in cinematography paralleled Ross's acting in its intensity and acclaim, but their professional commitments often kept them apart, contributing to the strain on their marriage. Ross's fourth marriage was to Gaetano Tom Lisi, whom she met while filming The Stepford Wives. Lisi was a chauffeur and technician on the set. Their relationship, beginning in 1974, represented a shift from her previous marriages to industry peers, perhaps indicating her desire for a quieter, more grounded personal life away from the Hollywood limelight. However, this marriage, too, ended in 1979. Her fifth and current marriage to actor Sam Elliot began in 1984 and has been her longest and most stable relationship. They met in 1978 while filming The Legacy in London, where they both starred. Unlike her earlier relationships, her marriage with Elliot has endured the pressures of Hollywood, strengthened perhaps by their shared profession and mutual understanding of the industry's demands. Their daughter, Cleo Rose Elliot, was born in 1984, marking a new chapter in Ross's personal life. Meeting Sam Elliot. Katharine Ross first met Sam Elliot on the set of the horror film The Legacy in 1978, which was filmed in the United Kingdom. Although both were involved in the acting world, their paths had not crossed until this project. At the time, Ross was still married to her fourth husband, Gaetano Lisi, and Elliot was beginning to make a name for himself with a distinctive screen presence characterized by his deep voice and rugged demeanor. Their initial connection was professional, but mutual respect and attraction quickly deepened their relationship. Sam Elliot, known for his roles in westerns and his iconic mustache, brought a steadiness that had been lacking in Ross's previous relationships. Despite the overlap with her ongoing marriage, Ross's relationship with Elliot grew, leading to her divorce from Lisi in 1979. Ross and Elliot's relationship developed over several years, culminating in marriage in 1984. The ceremony was a low-key affair, reflecting their desire for privacy and a life away from excessive public scrutiny. Their marriage marked a turning point for Ross, offering stability and support that had been absent in her earlier marriages. The birth of their daughter, Cleo Rose Elliot, in the same year they married, added a new dimension to their relationship. Ross's relationship with Elliot proved to be her longest and most stable, suggesting a deep bond that managed to withstand the typical pressures of Hollywood life. Their shared interests in the arts and a mutual understanding of the demands of their profession contributed to the longevity and strength of their marriage. The incident with Cleo Rose Elliot. The relationship between Katharine Ross and her daughter, Cleo Rose Elliot, took a distressing turn that culminated in a shocking incident in 2010. Cleo Rose, the only child of Ross and Sam Elliot, grew up in the shadow of her parents' prominent acting careers. Initially showing an interest in music rather than acting, Cleo pursued a career as a musician, which included training as a classical singer and later exploring other genres. Despite what appeared to be a privileged upbringing, the dynamics within the family were complex. Reports suggest that tensions between Katharine and Cleo had been escalating for years, But the full extent of their strained relationship was not publicly known until the incident that led Ross to seek legal protection. On March 2, 2010, the conflict reached a critical point. According to Ross's statement to the police during an argument, Cleo, then 26 years old, suddenly lashed out violently at her 70-year-old mother. The altercation escalated to the point where Cleo reportedly threatened to kill Ross. She then stabbed Ross repeatedly with a pair of scissors, targeting her arm. The attack was abruptly halted, but the emotional and physical impact on Ross was significant. Following the attack, Katharine Ross was compelled to take legal action against her own daughter. She filed for a restraining order, which was subsequently granted. This legal document required Cleo to stay at least 100 yards away from her mother and to have no form of contact. The restraining order illuminated the severity of their relationship breakdown and highlighted the drastic measures Ross felt necessary to protect her safety. The public and media were shocked by the news of the incident, as it starkly contrasted with the family's previously perceived image. The incident raised many questions about the pressures of celebrity on family dynamics and the often unseen challenges faced by those in the public eye. In the aftermath, there was significant speculation about the factors that could have contributed to such a violent outburst. Some pointed to the immense pressure of living up to a celebrated lineage, while others considered untreated mental health issues as a possible explanation. Neither Katharine Ross nor Cleo publicly disclosed the deeper issues that might have led to the attack, leaving the public to only speculate about the underlying causes. Mother-daughter relationship. Understanding the dynamics between Katharine Ross and her daughter Cleo Rose Elliot prior to the 2010 stabbing incident requires a look into their complex relationship. This chapter explores the nuances that shaped their interactions over the years, culminating in the shocking confrontation. Katharine Ross, having experienced a highly successful and public career, had always sought a relatively private family life. Despite the glamour and public attention, Ross endeavored to provide a stable and nurturing environment for Cleo. Born into Hollywood royalty, Cleo was exposed to the entertainment industry from an early age, attending public events and occasionally being spotlighted in the media alongside her famous parents. Cleo's upbringing was marked by the mixed blessings of her heritage. With both parents deeply involved in the demanding schedules of their acting careers, Cleo often found herself navigating the expectations that came with her family's status. The pressures of living up to a well-established familial legacy in Hollywood can create significant stress and identity challenges for a young individual. From a young age, Cleo showed a keen interest in music, which her parents supported. She studied classical singing and later transitioned into more contemporary genres, suggesting a desire to carve out her own identity separate from the cinematic path of her parents. This pursuit of music might have been a coping mechanism for dealing with the pressures and expectations inevitably placed upon her. However, the relationship between Katharine and Cleo was reportedly fraught with tension. Sources close to the family occasionally hinted at volatile interactions, suggesting a relationship dynamic that could oscillate between closeness and intense strife. The reasons for these fluctuations were deeply personal and are not fully disclosed to the public, but they hint at underlying issues that were never fully addressed or resolved. The conflicts may have been exacerbated by what some speculate as unmet emotional needs and misunderstandings. In families where one or both parents are celebrities, the children can often feel overshadowed and may struggle with issues of self-worth and identity. For Cleo, whose efforts to establish a career in music were less publicized and acclaimed than her parents' achievements, these feelings might have been particularly pronounced. The accumulation of these pressures and familial tensions likely contributed to the incident in 2010. While the specific trigger of the altercation remains private, it is evident that the relationship had reached a breaking point, leading to Cleo's aggressive outbreak. This incident was a public manifestation of deeper, private struggles that had been simmering for years within the confines of their relationship. Legal and emotional fallout. The violent altercation between Katharine Ross and her daughter Cleo Rose Elliot in 2010 led to immediate legal and emotional repercussions that reverberated through their lives. Following the incident, Ross filed for and was granted a restraining order against Cleo, which legally mandated that Cleo stay at least 100 yards away from her mother and cease all forms of communication. This legal response was a protective measure for Ross, reflecting the severity of the situation and her need for safety in the aftermath of her daughter's aggressive behavior. The legal actions taken were both a public and private declaration of the breakdown in their relationship. For Ross, the necessity of seeking legal recourse against her own daughter was a painful and public acknowledgement of the deep-rooted issues between them. This move not only served to protect her physically, but also marked a significant boundary in their relationship, potentially serving as a wake-up call for both parties about the seriousness of the underlying tensions. Emotionally, the fallout from this incident was profound. Ross experienced a range of emotions, from betrayal and hurt to fear and concern for her daughter's well-being. The public nature of the incident added to the stress, as Ross had to manage the media's curiosity and the public's judgment while dealing with her own personal trauma. The need for privacy during such a time was paramount, yet difficult to achieve due to her celebrity status. For Cleo, the legal consequences and the restraining order were likely a pivotal moment. While specific details about her response to the legal actions are not public, such measures can often lead to significant personal reflection or change, sometimes serving as a catalyst for seeking help or modifying behavior. However, the public does not know whether Cleo undertook any therapeutic interventions or other steps to address the behaviors that led to the altercation. The incident undeniably altered the trajectory of their relationship. Moving forward, both Ross and Cleo had to navigate a new reality in which their interactions were legally bounded and emotionally charged. The process of healing and understanding would take time, and the path to reconciliation, if chosen, would require careful private negotiation and likely professional guidance. Katharine's life post-incident. After the harrowing incident involving her daughter in 2010, Katharine Ross focused on rebuilding her life and healing from the trauma. While much of her recovery process has remained private, it is known that she has continued to engage in her artistic pursuits, albeit more selectively. This period has been marked by a quieter, more introspective approach to life, allowing her the space to heal and reflect. Ross's public appearances became rarer, and she chose roles that were meaningful and did not demand a taxing schedule. This selective approach to work suggests a shift in her priorities, where personal well-being became as important, if not more so, than her professional endeavors. Her continued presence in the film industry, despite these challenges, speaks to her resilience and commitment to her craft. The specifics of Ross's relationship with Cleo post-incident are not publicly detailed, indicating a mutual preference to handle their reconciliation or ongoing relationship away from the public eye. This discretion is a protective measure, likely aimed at fostering healing and understanding away from media scrutiny. It is a testament to Ross's desire to maintain some normalcy and privacy around her family matters, which have been so dramatically exposed in the past. In addition to her film work, Ross has also been involved in writing. She co-authored a book with her husband Sam Elliot, which delves into the world of love letters, a project that reflects her romantic and introspective nature. This literary endeavor is a glimpse into her personal interests and her continuing engagement with creative expression outside of acting. Despite the personal trials, Ross has maintained a strong and supportive relationship with her husband, Sam Elliot. Their enduring marriage has been a source of stability and strength for her, especially during times of personal turmoil. The couple has often been seen together at events, supporting each other's careers and achievements, demonstrating a united front that has likely been crucial in Ross's recovery and continued well-being. Where is she now? Today, Katharine Ross continues to lead a life enriched with creative expression and personal contentment. Despite the challenges she has faced, both professionally and personally, she remains an esteemed figure in the film industry, respected for her enduring talent and resilience. Ross has been selective with her film roles in recent years, choosing projects that resonate with her artistic sensibilities and allow her to maintain a balanced lifestyle. She has appeared in a few carefully chosen films and television shows that reflect her maturity and depth as an actress, including voice work in animated films which showcases her versatility. Outside of acting, Ross has embraced a quieter life in California with her husband Sam Elliot. The couple enjoys a close relationship, often spotted at industry events and film festivals, supporting each other's work. Their partnership, spanning over 3 decades, stands as a testament to their deep bond and mutual respect. Ross also indulges in her passion for writing and continues to engage with the arts in a broader sense. Her book, co-authored with Elliot, which explores the art of love letters, is just one example of her ongoing creative pursuits. Additionally, Ross is involved in local theater productions and sometimes participates in readings and performances that align with her artistic values.